Hi, my dear students. Welcome to the another session of Social Science. I'm Deepa here to present Unit 2 from block is Our Built Heritage. In the previous class, already I have started this block 5, Our Built Heritage. And in the class, I have taught you Unit 1, that is Built Heritage of India. In that block, in that unit, I have taught you meaning of heritage, meaning of historians, and built heritages of India. Few names of built heritages from India you have learnt in that particular session. And today's session, I am going to teach you Unit 2, Built Heritage, a Source. Here, how a built heritage become a source to learn or to know the things which happened in the past related to that heritage building. We are going to learn. So let me start the unit. Let us take the example of the Taj Mahal to see what it can tell us. Every one of you hope you saw the Taj Mahal. Not directly. Some might be seen in the textbooks, in any other books, or in the television, or in the films. So, now you can observe the picture of Taj Mahal in your textbook of page number 27. Do you think it was easy to build such a monument like Taj Mahal? No, it was not so easy to build a Taj Mahal monument because it took almost 20,000 people and 22 years to build Taj Mahal at a huge cost. To build this Taj Mahal, 20,000 people are used. 20,000 people constructed this Taj Mahal and 22 years of period. They have taken 22 years of period to build this Taj Mahal, very huge and a very beautiful monument, and also it is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Who built this? This monument is built by a Mughal emperor, Shah Jahan. He was a very rich ruler and also very powerful ruler. How we understand he was very rich? How Taj Mahal shows that Shah Jahan was very rich? Because Taj Mahal built using 20,000 people and also many precious things are used to build the Taj Mahal. It shows the power and richness of the Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan built this Taj Mahal because of his wife Mumtaz. It was built hundreds of years ago. So the Taj Mahal tells us a lot more than just about the ruler who had it built. Taj Mahal is not only giving the information about the ruler, it also gives a lot more information. What are those information? Let us learn. So it was built using white marble that came from Rajasthan. Means Taj Mahal, as you all know, it is white in color because the marbles used to build that Taj Mahal was white in color. These white marbles are imported from Rajasthan, and also The walls were decorated with the precious stones. The walls of Taj Mahal are decorated with the precious stones. If you observe in the picture, the walls are decorated with the designs, different designs, and also stones. Those precious stones are from Punjab, China, Tibet, and Sri Lanka. Shah Jahan imported precious stones from Punjab, China, Tibet, and Sri Lanka. So, by these, what we can understand? So, white marbles are imported from Rajasthan, and precious stones are from Punjab, China, Tibet, and Sri Lanka. What can you understand by this? This tells us that the Mughal Empire had a trade relationship with these regions. Means they had the trade relationship. Means ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಿ ಸಂಬಂಧವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದ್ರು. ಅವರು ಈ ಪ್ರದೇಶದ ರಾಜರ ಜೊತೆ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನ್, ಚೀನಾ, ಪಂಜಾಬ್, ಟಿಬೆಟ್, ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇಶದ ರಾಜರ ಜೊತೆ ಪ್ರದೇಶದ ರಾಜರ ಜೊತೆ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಸಂಬಂಧವನ್ನು ಶಹಜಾನ್ಗೆ ಇತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇದರಿಂದ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. So we understand the trade relationship with the other place, with the other country, that we understand by this. The Taj Mahal has a garden divided into 4 parts. In front of the Taj Mahal, there is a big garden. This garden is divided into 4 parts. You can observe in the picture. So this style is known as the Char Bagh. Char means 4, Bagh means part. Char Bagh, that 4 part of garden. It's the style known as Char Bagh, which was used in the Persian architecture. Means this Char Bagh style is from Persian architecture. It was influenced. Means this Mughal architecture influenced. Here architecture means buildings or any structures are called architecture. And influenced means affected. It affected. This Char Bagh style was the effect of Persian style or influence of Persian style. And also the influence of Islam is also very clear in the Taj Mahal. For example, the roof of the Taj Mahal, you can observe in the picture, the roof is in dome shape. This type of shape we can see commonly in the mosques. Means Muslims go to pray, go to mosques. Those mosques roofs, commonly it will be in the dome shape. So here Taj Mahal roof also same like mosque roofs in the dome shape. Although verses from the Quran, verses it means stanzas, paras of Quran, stanzas of Quran. These verses of Quran are decorated using these Quran verses or Quran stanzas. Walls are decorated in the Taj Mahal. This also shows the influence of Islam. And also geometric and floral patterns. Inside the Taj Mahal, the walls are decorated with the geometric and floral patterns. This shows the influence of Islamic, and art of Islamic also used to decorate the walls of Taj Mahal. And also the structure of the Taj Mahal is not only Islamic influenced. Means the architecture who designed that walls of Taj Mahal, they are not only influenced by Islamic art. So the inner boundary has umbrella shaped domes called chhatris. Outside it is looking like Islamic influence, but inside the dome, if we go inside the Taj Mahal and observe that dome from inside, the inner boundary has umbrella shaped domes. So what it shows? Those are called chhatris. So that shows and many have found that in many Hindu temples we can see like these chhatris. It means it shows the influence of Hindu art also. Both Hindu and Islamic art influence is there on the architecture of Taj Mahal. So this is about the built heritage, a source. So we have learned how Taj Mahal is a source to know many things from the past. So this is about the Unit 2. Thank you. Have a nice day.